Now we're going to talk about Operation Digital Pioneer Mission 5. Now, as we discussed, there are 7 missions in Operation Digital Pioneer. And the whole goal is to get the students who currently work for corporations and companies to utilize everything they learn as they learn it for the companies that they work for. This not only teaches the students how to do digital marketing, why they're doing digital marketing, but also they're practicing all of the different techniques that are relevant to their companies. And so they're actually seeing and doing and performing the digital marketing techniques that we'll be teaching them over a 21-month period. So this is really great. The first mission is all about data collection. That's where we collect the data analytics, and we set up the Google Analytics or the Adobe Analytics or any of their other analytics programs out there that the company prefers, because we can use all of them. They all do exactly the same thing. They're just different platforms. So we set up the Google Analytics or the analytics properly. We set up SEMrush properly. SEMrush is the best SEO and SEM digital marketing reporting tool and research tool in the world, right? It's not even only my opinion, but it's the opinions of other professionals as well. Because it's an all-inclusive tool for SEO and SEM, it really just packs in the value. But once it's properly installed, it has tremendous value in Season 5, in Mission 5, which is reporting. And that's what this mission is all about. It's about reporting. So it's kind of like we're coming full circle. We started off by collecting all the data and making sure that we could collect the data moving forward. Because all of the data that we set up in Mission 1 is the first time, in Mission 5, for the first time, we're going to have at least 12 months worth of data. And that's really, really important. It's important for us to have a full year of crystal clear information regarding our competitors, regarding our consumers, regarding the seasons, regarding every single day of the year. Because in advanced digital marketing, we don't only prepare ourselves for the coming 12 months. We come prepared for exactly 365 days out of the year. Last year, in this particular week, we discovered that it was a bad week. Why? Because there was a really big bank holiday. Okay, well, let's not make the same mistake this year. Let's pause the campaigns during that week or during that day. And that is what Mission 5 is all about. Advanced reporting, advanced study of the data to allow us to recreate the digital marketing strategy on a much more clear basis. Instead of just looking to the future and hoping for the best, we're looking to the past to see what succeeded and what failed. Whatever succeeded, we want to multiply as much as we can. Whatever failed, well, we want to try again, but this time we want to get it right. We don't want to repeat the same mistakes again. That's why Mission 5 is so incredibly important. It's the most important aspect, is being able to look at what we've done, look at what we're doing, and look at what we're going to do next. And that's what Mission 5 is all about, reporting. However, Mission 5 is also about something equally terrifying, which is to say, we're going to learn how to make reports for CEOs, directors, CMOs, and boards of directors. That's right. Every single digital marketing technique that succeeded or failed is a line item in a board of directors report. It can be 1 or 2 pages max, and then a huge appendix. And the appendix can be really, really, really big, because it's up to the board of directors whether or not they want to research the subject further. So as long as the research is available to them, great. Most of them are never going to look at it, but maybe one board of director, maybe a CMO, maybe a CEO will have a question that he wants to dig deeper into, and you'll give him access to that in the appendix of all of the reporting. But at the end of the day, the board of directors will receive one report, 1 or 2 pages long max. They don't want your excuses. They don't want your celebratory thanks. They don't want this. They don't want none of that. Boards of directors want to know, what happened according to the KPIs. Your key performance indicators for SEO, for Google Ads, for display advertising, for affiliate marketing, for everything that we're doing, we had KPIs. I want to know, did you hit your KPIs? And that's the big question, yes or no. And you have to answer those questions in the way that you prepared them in mission 1. So we're actually all prepared to answer all these questions right away at the beginning of the mission, which is really important. Because we need the answers so that we can study the answers and decide what we're going to do next. If we miss the KPI, no board of directors is going to be like, oh, they're going to be like, okay, well, that's a lesson learned. Let's not reinvest the same amount of money in that particular campaign because you missed the KPI. Or on this one, you did 3 times the KPI on this one, so that's great. How can we enhance that? And that's what really boards of directors want to know. They want to focus on how you did. So, did you do your job? Yes. And it failed? Okay, that's fine. Did you do your job? No. And it failed? You're fired. Okay, well, that sucks. But that's the way it is. You see, as long as you do your job, the boards of directors can't ask any more of you. And if they do, they're just dumb. And they're not really good directors. And that's just the fact of the matter. A leader needs to understand that things are going to go wrong and things are going to go overly right and things are going to go perfectly according to plan. Boards of directors are most happy when you're within 10% of your KPIs. Either way, up or down, 10% of the KPIs, it's a blank. Like, congratulations, you did a great job. You said what you were going to do and you did exactly what you said you were going to do. That's a winner chicken dinner to a board of director, to any director. Because they can count on somebody to do exactly what they said. Not less, not more. 10% up or down doesn't matter. It doesn't even register. 20% up or down, maybe some board of directors will ask a couple of questions on the outside, but they might ask you, what can we do to make it better or worse? But 10 to 20%, it's really the norm. So that's why we set KPIs well in advance. And that's why we report those KPIs. We report on those KPIs to the board of directors after 12 months, 15 months. And they are not going to care whether or not you overdid or underdid. What they care about is, did you do your job? And that's what we're going to be teaching you in Mission 5. And then we're going to be teaching you how to review your conversion rate throughout the year. Look, we had better conversion rates here, better there. What happened during those times? We go back in time, we look at the notes that we took, the campaigns that we ran, we collect all that data, and we come to conclusions. Those conclusions will lead us to new actions. Anything that leads us to no action whatsoever is a useless thing. Let's not do that. If there's not a profit margin to be had in the investigation, then we make a quick report and we say no follow-through required, or no follow-through not profitable. And that's what we do in Mission 5. We have to prioritize what to focus on and what not to focus on. And it's always going to be, where does the most revenue come from? Where does the most profit margins come from? How can we scale the business in profitability? And that's what all Mission 5 is about. Mission 5, once you deliver the reports to the board of directors, the CMO, the CEO, something magical is going to happen. You're going to be in a position to ask for whatever you want from the board of directors, from the CEO, from the CMO. And they're not going to have a choice but to agree with your assessment. What? When we do digital marketing, we don't guess. We know for a fact that this works and we need this much budget. Every board of directors that sees one of our reports from Search Titans reports, properly structured and delivered to them with their business and their own numbers, their own statistical numbers and analysis, there's no possibility for them to say, I don't believe you. Like, why would you not believe me? This has nothing to do with me. It has to do with Google Analytics. It has to do with fact. And there's just no opinion available there. The only thing that the only opinion that you have that needs to be decided upon by the board of directors is your future budget. I want $50 million to do display advertising and affiliate marketing over the next 18 months. They're going to say yes. They're not going to say yes to giving you $15 million up front. Nobody does that. But it's also not necessary. Because when we structure the proposal for you, with you, we'll teach you how to propose, we'll teach you how to make the proposal, how to structure it. They're going to look at the data from the past and from the future, and they're going to be able to see mathematically that $50 million is an excellent investment. And there's no reason to believe that the trend of success will not continue into the $50 million as it did with the $5,000 that you just spent, or $50,000 or $500,000, whatever. The point is, because we can prove that we are successful and we can prove that we can scale the business by $50 million of digital marketing budget, the board of directors will be forced to agree. Now, they might not give you 50 million because they might not have it. Maybe they'll give you only 5 million, but that's also fine. The point I'm making is your job will be over once the proposal is sent to the board of directors. And it only picks up again, it only continues once they give you an answer. Yes, you have approval for your extended budget, or no, you do not have approval. Either way, your daily habits are going to continue regardless of the decision of the board of directors or the CEO or the CMO. And that's what Mission 5 is all about. It's about freeing the digital manager from the responsibility of deciding what to do next. What to do next is scale the business or continue the strategy as it is. And that decision rests solely with the leaders of the company. But the digital managers that take our course, the students, will learn how to give fact and really accurate projections within a 20% margin for error. And they'll deliver that to the leadership of their companies, which will allow the leaders, the board of directors, the CMO, the CEO, to really make a decision for their company based on a more global perspective of the company. And that is what Mission 5 of Operation Digital Pioneer is all about. Once we've gotten to this point, everything changes. Now your digital marketing strategy is well established. It's halfway to implementation by the time we get here, and you're reporting on all of the good works that you've been doing. And it's only the beginning. It's going to get better and better and better. The second time you do reporting, 24 months after the beginning of Mission 1, it will be an astounding difference between year 1 and year 2 and year 3 and year 4. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger because we want to scale the business on a global level. That's what the ultimate goal is to establish a global market share for almost any business. Not every business. There's lots of businesses that are only national, only local. Those companies will also benefit from the entire Search Titans course, of course. But it will allow them to scale their business as to the maximum of their particular ability. If they're local business, they'll be able to saturate the entire local market using these techniques. And that's what Mission 5 is all about. Reporting, restructuring the digital strategy, and scaling the business moving forward. And all of that allows us to give a proposal to the board of directors to get a larger media budget. And this is extremely important because we're going to be delivering all of these reports over 3 to 6 months because we need a lot of time sometimes to make decisions moving forward on larger budgets. So sometimes Mission 5, instead of being a 3-month gap between Mission 5 and 6, it might be 6 months between 5 and 6. It depends. It depends on the group that we're teaching. It depends on the companies that are participating in the course. Search Titans is not going anywhere. We're still going to be there with you and with the company and with the student throughout the entire process. But before stepping into media planning, Mission 6, you really need to get approval from the board of directors for a media planning budget. And if that takes more than 3 months, we're happy to extend the deadline of the course by an extra 3 months before we step into the media planning phase of the course. Once we finally get to mission 6, to media planning, it's because the board of directors will have understood the tremendous success that we've had through the course, practicing all of the things that we've learned in the course on the website. All of the results will be rising. They shouldn't hesitate to say, yes, let's increase slightly the budget. Let's increase the budget a lot more. Let's increase the budget by 10%, take mission 6, and then we'll decide what to do moving forward. That's more likely the kind of answer that a board of directors will give you. And that's fine with Search Titans. We're here for the boards of directors to be able to make logical decisions by helping the digital managers and the CMOs to understand their digital marketing strategy completely. And that's what Mission 5 is all about. Understanding what happened, what's happening, and where we're going. All right, we'll see you in Mission 6, where we'll talk about large-scale media buying and planning.